you crave, isn't it? You just want next thing. Actually, things happen by itself, but people focus on the results. I wanting to get there, because the wanting itself drive you. Your mind cannot become peaceful because the drive your mind's move. You want that because of the wanting drive your mind. You want that, and through my experience, I know, whenever I have good meditation, if I try to plan out tomorrow, that I try to finish off my job finish off everything quickly, and now I think that I got all the time I can see, then it's always the mind all over the place. Because you have the expectation, your mind's crave, you want something, you want that, That's why sometimes spend more time, to build up your strength. Because sometimes you need to be able to stay with an object for a long, long time. Because when your mind moves, you keep thinking, you wanting, always looking for the next step, the next stage. Then your mind is moved, your mind never be still. So then actually, you using lots of mental energy, it drains. So you only can gain your energy through stillness. When your mind becomes still, spend more time a little bit. Don't rush onto the breath. You just spend more time. So the Buddha mentioned in this Anapanasati Sutta, he said you have to establish your present moment awareness first. To establish your mindfulness before you be able to go on to the breath meditation, because breath is very subtle. Because if you be able to stay present, actually you're very easy to stay on the breath, isn't it? Because sometimes people think that, because present moment awareness is the initial state, that one is, that one is I'm beyond, I'm more one level up. But actually sometimes if you don't, build up, you haven't got a foundation, you haven't established your foundation, Present moment awareness, practice present moment awareness is like your foundation. Imagine you're unable to stay in present. You think you'll be able to stay on your breath for a long, long time. You can't. That's why you have to develop, you have to practice the present moment awareness throughout whole day, whatever you do. Sometimes people think that what is the difference between because when you say silent awareness of the present moment or present moment, So because when we sit, so we just observe, it's silent. But when during, when we are daily life, we have to work, isn't it? So we have to talk to people, isn't it? We still be able to practice present moment awareness. I've been aware at this moment I'm talking, I'm fully here, I'm fully talking to you, I'm fully here, and even any thoughts arises, I'll be able to say that, and that is being present. How many people be able to be present, isn't it? Most people, they are not with what they are doing. Even they're walking, they're not with the walking, isn't it? They must be thinking something else while they're walking, While they're eating also, they're not really with the eating. They will think something else. So people think that being present is easy. It's not easy, That's why people haven't established, haven't built up the foundation. They want to start to build, a high-rise building, without a good foundation. Sometimes it takes longer time to build that up, That's why sometimes it's so important, your daily life, your attitude, how you live your life. Because it's not that only sitting on the meditation, because if throughout, if you develop present moment awareness, try to be with what you are doing at this moment, and then just stay, and just stay with this moment, and you develop the habit, and then when it's carried over to your sitting meditation, when you start with when you put your awareness on your breath, it's easy. You'll be able to stay. You'll be able to be mindful of every single breath from the start to the end, in and out, every single breath that you don't miss. Then you'll be able to really stay. So as your mind stay, be able to stay long time on the object, then you build up your energy, because you're not your energy is not draining. So you build up your energy, you started to feel the joy and happiness is, So a lot of people, they try very hard, and some people even try to manufacture nimitta, and then they see that they have no piti sukha, no joy and happiness, but they have light. Sometimes people think that there is attainment, they want to have light, and then no piti sukha. So normally we ask people go back, and then no matter how hard you try, even the lights comes out, even the nimitta comes out, actually it cannot sustain. Because you haven't got the piti sukha. The piti sukha, that is the joy and happiness. The joy and happiness actually is the energy equivalent to the joy and happiness. Sometimes it's the stages, First of all, you have to establish present moment awareness. Then you'll be able to be mindful throughout, to stay on the object for a long time. Then your mind becomes really pretty still. Then you build up your energy. Then you have lots of joy. So first you're experiencing the whole breath, then you come to experiencing the feeling. That is the joy and happiness. Then when you come to the nimitta state, light, actually you can see light. That is a reflection of your mind. You see light. And then that is you experiencing the mind. So it's stages by stages. But a lot of people, they don't even get the basic right. They always like to jump onto the next stage. And of course, then you feel that, why I'm stuck? Because you haven't get the basic right. You have to build up. No need to rush. Just happy to be in this moment. Just keep going. Whenever, you just stay, and not try to control. Because people have the expectation. They try to control. They try to make it happen. And because of the expectation, because you expect that I should go on to another step. The moment you think that you want to go on next steps, you miss it. You're no longer present, So a lot of people don't see that. The moment you think what is next, So you're already not with with that moment, you already miss it, So that's why sometimes just go back to the basic, just as a beginner's mind. Because I find that many beginners, that they have good meditation. Because they just keep it simple, they just keep going. But because sometimes we know too much, I remember early days, I tried to learn all sorts of techniques, So I think that I'm well equipped, I have all the tools, Then actually I messed things up. I tried too hard, tried to control, maybe I haven't got this stage yet. So what can I do? What technique I should use, Actually, the more I do that, the worse. Then I realized that the moment when I give up, okay, never mind, I just see whatever. Then the moment you let go, actually you have good meditation and you have no expectation. You always have good meditation when you have no expectation, isn't it? Try, you investigate, you look back, isn't it? Whenever you have good meditation, isn't it? Whenever you have no expectation, you have good meditation. I remember when during my personal retreat, and then you try so hard, and then it's still it seems like you are not progressing, getting nowhere. Actually, the moment I let go, just relax, then the mind just becomes peaceful because it relaxes. Because sometimes we are so tense because we want to get there, we want to have this stage, So the harder we try, the worse. And then we try to control, we become so tense up. So the moment you just give up, okay, let go. And then it's just amazing. Sometimes the moment you just, okay, I'm so tired. Okay, I just lie down. Sometimes even I lie down, I feel like, wow, suddenly the mind's so bright, because I let go. The moment you let go, so we meditate is not to try to get anywhere, to get something, but actually we meditate to let go. So the only way to have the piti sukha is through letting go, that joy and happiness. You let go, because when you crave, your mind is not present. You keep, looking forward, and thinking of you want to the next thing, I want to get to the next steps, and then you try to do all sorts of way. Maybe you think that, maybe I should, some people used to tell, maybe should I do metta before I do breath, or maybe should I do this, I do this. I said, no need. And then some people, should I plan morning, what time I should do this, I should do that on my retreat. I said, no plan. Because you have all sorts of plans, you become so controlling, isn't it? Keep natural. Just try to be present when you're sitting here. Just enjoy this moment. Just at ease and at peace this moment. Just learn to make peace with each moment, So just learn to make peace, and stay in this moment. No need to rush. Just sit. Even sometimes if you feel like, you don't have to rush into just sitting and close your eyes and try to focus on the object. Sometimes you can just sit there, just relax, have a cup of tea. Then you feel that you're pretty relaxed, peaceful and calm. Then you feel like you want to sit, you can sit. And it's natural. So as long as you put in the causes, it's happened by itself. If you can control, you can make it happen, then the law of cause and effect is no longer the truth. We can make it happen, we can't. So just be natural, it's okay. Just try to stay, whatever happening this moment, you just stay. Just make peace with that. If that moment you feel, anger comes up, anxiety comes up, you just know that, yes, I'm just, and not try to push it away, just to be with what you're experiencing right now. So acceptance is so important. Just accept whatever happened, you let it be. Because all the phenomena, whatever feelings, whatever, even thoughts, they come and go and won't stay. But the problem is we mess around. We try to make it to go away, or we try to make things stay. So if you leave it alone, just remain that unreactive awareness, just aware. You just sit there. So you just relax. And if the thoughts arises, you just recognize, acknowledge that thoughts. So don't try to watch the thoughts, because sometimes you tend to suck in. Some people try to watch, observe the thoughts. Sometimes very easily you suck in. So the best thing is you just recognize, acknowledge, and just leave it and come back. If you want to, you focus on the breath, it's okay. Breath. Don't have to force. Go back to the breath, again. And this wonder again, you just come back. You just keep training the mind, because you need to train, or you need to tame the mind, and you cannot use force. Isn't it? If someone forces you to sit down, you can't, isn't it? But you have to be really very skillful, to be kind to the mind. Say slowly, you just come back. You have to keep training the mind. So over a period of time, the mind naturally settle and be able to stay. You need a bit of training. So it will not happen overnight. That's why sometimes the expectation, that really, So whenever you sit, you just appreciate, wow, isn't it? I'm so fortunate. I have this time to sit. I have the opportunities to meditate. And some people can't even earn enough to live, let alone to have time to meditate, So then you just to take it for granted, and then you appreciate the time that you have, that you appreciate this moment, you appreciate that you have the opportunity to practice. So if you leave it alone, you don't not to think about what stage you want to achieve. The more you think about that, then actually you are really aware. You really, actually you make it worse. So that's like, you just appreciate, every moment. Just make peace with that. Just appreciate that, it's so wonderful that I be able to stay, to meditate. So with everybody here, and I be able to sit down quietly, not to do anything, just and let it happen by itself. Things happen by itself. This is the cause and effect. If we put it into the causes, but not to try to look for the results and try to make it happen, you can't make it happen. It's happened naturally. So I offer this for your Dhamma reflection. Sometimes it's good that you remind yourself, go back to the beginner's mind. Isn't it? When you're beginners, you're fresh, isn't it? And you have more enthusiasm. Sometimes we think that we know everything. And actually, that's really stopped us, and the knowledge itself really getting in the way that we be able to go even further. So that's like, go back to the beginner's mind. No expectation. Just happy to be here. Just happy that we have the opportunities to meditate. So I offer this for your reflection so we can meditate now. Okay? So just choose a comfortable posture. You don't have to see foot lotus. Just relax. You can sit on the chair, whatever posture that you feel comfortable. And try to make yourself as comfortable as you can. And first of all, bring your awareness to your body. Just aware of how you feel in this moment. Is it there's lots of tension in your body or tightness? So how do you feel this moment? If you feel there's lots of tension in your body or any tightness, any parts of your body, you just try to relax. And very gently, softly, telling yourself, just relax. As the body relaxes, your mind started to calm down. So bring your awareness to this moment. It's so wonderful to be in this moment. And this is a wonderful moment. And be able to sit here and meditate together. If everyone here, wow, it's so inspiring. Just stay present. Whatever arises in this moment, just recognize, acknowledge, and just let it be. Just spend a few moments to establish this present moment awareness. Just sit here and just aware with this non-reactive awareness. And make peace with this moment. Whenever you feel that's where you want to bring your attention, your awareness on your breath. Yeah, just place awareness on your in and out breath. Being appreciative of every single in breath and out breath. Yes, this one from USA. They say, I'm confused when people talk about the mind and thoughts on meditation. Is there a distinction between the mind and the brain according to the Buddha? Yes. The mind and the brain is just like, I just give you the example. Like the mind is like the CPU, you know. So all the skills, all the knowledge that we use is like the app. So just the CPU itself, and with all the apps, you need what? You need energy, isn't it? You need to put power in. So there's like the mind itself is the power. It's just like the power, like the battery. For example, like that's like why we develop when we develop a positive emotion like joy, happiness, we are charging battery, isn't it? We have energy, and our mind become alert. We can think our brains can work properly. But sometimes when we are too depressed and we have no energy, is low, we can't think, isn't it? The brain doesn't work, you know. So that's why we need to charge. Imagine if people been stressed out, the mind is is always busy, always thinking, always doing, you know, and then without charging battery. So that's why the mind actually itself is like the energy, that the knowing, that you know, that like you know the thoughts is arises, you know, that is the mind is more like in a form of energy, you know. You cannot say the mind is in the brain. For example, we know that, you know, our mind, we are aware that when our knee pain, we know that the pain is here. So the brain is like the CPU. So all these apps is like all the skills that we learn. But you need to have power. You need to have battery. If, for example, why people have when they're depressed, when they're too busy, they never rest, you know, and then they can't function, isn't it? Because their battery running low or flat. So that's why when we develop the positive emotion, when we become still, when it's not busy, so when the mind is not busy, so we are charging, we are putting in battery. So the battery is full. When we have no battery, it's run flat. So the CPU is not working because they have no battery, you have no energy. So the mind is like a form of energy, that knowing, that awareness, you know, that's why this is a different, it's the brain is like the CPU. Is there a book about meditation that you recommend, or could you write one yourself? Yes, we have one, Ajahn, Basic Meditation. You can get it. I think you can. I think we sell it, isn't it? And our library, I think we have it. The Basic Meditation. You can get it from Dhammaloka. We have the library. We have that. But we normally give it for free. I don't think they sell, isn't it? Because we normally give it for free. So maybe you can write to the Buddhist our center to ask for one or whatever. I don't know whether they have this online or not, like ebook, I don't know. So we do have one that I normally recommend, that Ajahn, the Basic Meditation, is a very, very good for beginners, you know. Yes. Can you provide tips on meditation during spells of severe physical pain? Yes, physical pain, the more we want the physical pain to go away, it will stay. That's like actually you have to, when we have the severe physical pain, sometimes you can, one of the technique is quite good that you can use, you know. You can use a breathing exercise. So it's a loss of pain, you can just breathing in pain. So you're accepting the pain. It's okay to have the pain. Because when we fight, we are not accepting the pain. Actually, you increase the pain, you intensify the pain. The more we try to get rid of the pain, because most people don't like it. They try to get rid of the pain. Sometimes when accepting the pain, actually, you relieve yourself, your pain become less intense. So sometimes you can do the breathing in, breathing in, pain, breathing out, peace. So you make peace with that. So I remember that my first retreat that I did, because after 3 days, sitting and walking, sitting and walking meditations, get up, 3:30, start 4 o'clock, start practice until at night, until 9:30, and I have it's quite intense, and the first time doing the intensive retreat, and I have only 1 hour, like in between, you can have your shower, then again you go back, and you're not allowed to sit on the chair, you have to sit on the floor, and the third day I was really, really tired, and my whole body aching. I was so painful that I can't even sit. The moment I sit, it's so painful, and I use a lot of cushion, 5 cushion. I put 2 here and 3 here. It's still pain. I just couldn't, to the point that I said that I really cannot. And then I was thinking maybe I tried to do some walking meditation, but I was so tired. And when I tried, because when I do walking meditation, I feel like I can't even lift my leg. It's so heavy. And I can't sit, I can't walk. And to the point that I feel like I was really in pain. Then the moment I was thinking, what am I going to do now? Should I withdraw? We're going back, not to finish this withdrawal, but I was thinking, but everybody knows that I go for a retreat, Then I said, I shouldn't have told people that I'm going on a retreat, And now, if everybody know that I withdraw halfway, I can't stand, the pain. And then the moment I just like, okay, I let go. I was thinking, just let the pain, I just let me die of the pain. So I'm not afraid of the pain anymore. The more you're afraid of the pain, you have more pain because you try to push it away, you fight. And then I said, okay, let me die of pain. So I went back there. I put up all the cushion. I just sit on it's a marble floor, nothing with no cushion. I sit down. And the moment, because I let go, and then amazing, that moment I have no pain. And then I sit down, pain just disappear, and I just sit, and I got really good meditation, and that is my first insight. Then I understand, actually, because I'm attached to the pain, I don't want the pain. The more I try to fight, the more I try to get rid of it, I have more pain. Actually, the moment I let go, the pain just disappear. Sometimes, actually, when we focus on the pain so much, actually we intensify our pain, and we make it unbearable. Sometimes like you through accepting, through letting go, it's okay to have the pain, If I need to, so have loving kindness, because when we accept the pain, actually itself is being kind, is loving kindness. We are not rejecting the pain. It's okay that I have the pain. So being accepting it and just say it's okay, Send loving kindness to the pain. It's okay, pain. I allow you, to stay. It's okay. Then and once you accept the pain, because you have no expectation that pain to go away, actually the pain you reduce the pain, because the more we try to get rid of the pain, actually we intensify. Sometimes when we focus. Right. This is how sometimes we when we focus on the suffering so much, actually we intensify our suffering, we amplify it, we manifest, and then actually we make it to the point that it's become unbearable. It's just like me, I make yes, there is pain because of doing 3 days walking, sitting, but because of I'm not wanting the pain. So I make it unbearable. I make it truly like I was in tears. What am I going to do? I was really in tears that and it's just unbearable to the point that. But the moment I just like, okay, just let me die of the pain. It's okay, because if you are not afraid of dying, that is let go. Because the moment I let go, and the pain disappear. And that is really good insight that is my first insight that I realized that. And after that, and it's really good. And it's helped me a lot whenever, sometimes when I sit a lot, when I'm on retreat and I feel the pain, actually I can deal with it much better because of the first experience, because I know that sometimes when you focus on the pain and then you try to get rid of the pain, the more you do on the pain, it stays longer. So just accepting it, just breathing in the pain. Okay, I allowed you to be. It's okay that you stay there. It's okay that I have the pain. So you make peace, breathing in pain, breathing out peace. So it's helped to, sometimes like normally we have pain and then we start to think about the pain, The more we think about it, actually you have more pain. And then fear, fear arises, and then you fear of the fear, and then one thing leads to another. So that's why sometimes it's good that you just using the breathing exercise, breathing in pain, breathing out peace. So make peace with that, and just stay to allow peace, to have loving kindness to allow the pain and make peace with the pain. So any more questions or comments? Okay, so we end off this afternoon session, meditation session.